Hello everyone. Hello. Today I'm going to be reading you the Great White Man Eating Shark. It's a story that I used to enjoy when I was your age, when I was young, and I hope everyone is well at this time. And I'm really looking forward to seeing you all again soon. So I will read you the story, and I hope you will all enjoy. So here it is. It's called The Great White Man Eating Shark. So as you can see, he's a man who wants to be a shark. Okay. There once was a boy called Norvin, who was a good actor, but rather plain. In fact, he looked very much like a shark. He had small sharkish eyes, as you can see, small sharkish eyes, and a pointed sharkish head, and sharp sharkish teeth. Can you see? He has sharp teeth, like sharp teeth. Yes, and he looks a little bit like a shark. Unfortunately, there are not many plays written with good parts for sharks. So Norvin took up swimming instead. As you can see, he's swimming through the water, and you can see his sharp teeth. He soon became a good swimmer and learnt to shoot through the water like a silver arrow. So fast. Swim really fast. Okay? But you can see he looks a little bit like a shark. So you can see here he is not happy. He is angry. He keeps bumping into people when he is swimming. Norvin lived near a wonderful beach called Caramel Cove, but he had to share it with a lot of other swimmers. So he had to swim with all of these people, and he did not like it. When Norvin tried shooting through the water like a silver arrow, the other swimmers would get in his way. This made him cross and resentful. So you can see here that he is not happy in his beach. And what can you see here? He's making a shark fin. A fin to put on his back. What's the use of being able to shoot through the water like a silver arrow if everyone gets in my way? He thought. So he came up with a wicked plan. So you can see here he is making a fin to put on his back. Can you see? Out of plastic, he made himself a dorsal fin of a great white man-eating shark. Then he strolled around the headland, thought of a few sharkish thoughts, strapped it on, and slid into the clear blue water. So you can see he has got a fin on his back to make himself look like a shark. You can see here that he is swimming through. This is him here. You can see. So he is scaring the people off. You can see in this picture she is really scared. Mrs. Scorpio, who ran the bakery, was bobbing harmlessly up and down the waves. Then suddenly she saw a dorsal fin of a great white man-eating shark heading straight for her. If you are swimming and see a great white man-eating shark heading straight for you, the thing to do is leave the water in a quiet and dignified way. But Mrs. Scorpio did not know this. "Shark! Shark!" she yelled, and flung herself onto the sand, screaming and kicking with terror. So as you can see here, everyone is really worried. What a panic there was, up and down Caramel Cove. People grabbed their children, their dogs, and inflatable canoes. Within moments, the sand was crowded with dripping bodies, and the sea was completely empty. Everyone stared despairingly at the cruising dorsal fin. Many thought they could just make out of the shape of a great white man-eating shark cutting through the water beneath it. Norvin wore the expression a great white man-eating shark always wears when it's hungry, and his acting was really good. He even came up to breathe when people were convinced he was looking for prey. So you can see here, he is swimming through the water. And he looks like he is really happy, doesn't he? Really happy. Because no one is swimming in the water, so he has it all to himself. It was a very hot day, but nobody dared to go swimming again. Norvin had the whole of Caramel Cove to himself. He spent all afternoon shooting backwards and forwards like a silver arrow. And you can see everyone here is really unhappy. Everyone else watched enviously, sighing and rubbing suntan lotion into one another. No one dared to share the sea with a great white man-eating shark. At last, Norvin swam around the headland and vanished from sight. After that, everyone except Norvin was too scared to go swimming in Caramel Cove. You can see here, Norvin came out at once. All his friends cried, "There is a great white man-eating shark hanging around these parts." Norvin laughed. "That's nonsense," he said. "It is probably only a whale shark or even a basking shark, and they are vegetarians, you know." Norvin had the entire beach to himself for 3 whole days. So you can see here they are trying to tell him there is a shark, but there is not. He has just taken his fin off his back and pretended to be safe and think there is no worries. You can see here now that everyone is convinced, so they are back in the water. However, soon a few brave people tired of seeing Norvin shooting to and fro like a silver arrow, started swimming again. Others joined them, and soon everyone was splashing happily once more, enjoying the swimming and the summer. So everyone is happy again, but now Norvin is not impressed. He is angry that the people have gone into the water again. But Norvin had grown used to having the beach to himself. He strolled around the headland, put on his dorsal fin, and swam into Caramel Cove. Mr. Dorsey, the plumber, was showing his little boy, Courtney, how to stand on his head in the water. Something a plumber sometimes has to do. Suddenly, he found himself nose to nose with Norvin. He did not recognize Norvin, of course. He thought he was nose to nose with a great white man-eating shark. If you find yourself nose to nose with a shark, the thing to do is leave the water quietly, just as if your only thought was to rub in more suntan lotion. Mr. Dorsey did not know this. "Shark, shark," he yelled. Grabbing up Courtney, he flung himself onto the sand, kicking and screaming in terror. Within minutes, Norman had the whole beach to himself. So you can see he's angry that the other swimmers are around him. No one dared go swimming for a week at Caramel Cove. No one except Norman, that is. So Norman had now become extremely greedy. He wanted Caramel Cove all to himself, all of the time. So he strolled around the headland, put on his dorsal fin once more, then he swam back to Caramel Cove, laughing to himself as he thought of all the terror he would cause. But suddenly, he felt like he wasn't alone. You can see here, there is another real shark. He felt like he was not alone. Someone was swimming beside him. Who could it be? He looked out for the corner of his eye. There, nuzzling up to him, was a great white man-eating shark, a female. Norman was such a good actor that he did not realize he was pretending to be a shark. She gave him a loving glance. "You are the shark of my dreams," she said. "Marry me at once, or I shall lose my temper and bite you." So you can see that she really likes him, but he is not so happy with it. He is really scared because a real shark has now come into the water. He shot like a silver arrow, dorsal fin and all, towards the beach and flung himself onto the sand where he lay, kicking and screaming with terror. Everyone could see at a glance just what Norman had been up to. So everyone now knows that he puts on the fin to scare everyone away. And now you can see he has been caught out. So everyone is now back in the water. The people of Caramel Cove put up a shark net, and you can see here there is a shark net to stop the sharks coming in. Caramel Cove put up a shark net across the mouth of the bay, but for the rest of the summer Norman sat on the beach. You can see Norman here sitting on the beach. He had such a terrible shock, shark net or not. He was too frightened to go swimming for a long time. Though he was a plain boy, he had made a rather good-looking shark, and I think he was very wise not to take any dangerous chances. So he does not want to go back into the water. So, moral of the story: sharing is caring. He should have shared the water with everyone else. But yes, I hope everyone enjoyed this story. And yes, Norman was a good actor, acting like a shark. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. It was nice to speak to you all.